Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Island Podcast. I'm your host, Christopher, and this is my co-host,
Connor Lamb, how you doing, everybody?
and we're going to be talking to you today for about 30 minutes.
Yeah, a little shorter this time, like the last one. We're actually in Cannon Beach as we speak, recording
Yes.
from not our usual spot.
Yeah, we apologize for any audio quality mishaps in advance. We don't really have our full setup here, but we are right now in Cannon Beach, Oregon, and it is a misty day, so we thought now is a better time to record than ever.
For sure.
So first of all, it's great here. It's a little slow, but it's COVID, so that's expected. Okay, so this year we brought our bikes to Cannon Beach.
Yeah, not the really nice ones though.
No, we brought our hardtails that are old and small. And well, his isn't small.
Yeah.
But yeah, we didn't want to.
We thought we might ride them on the beach because it's faster to get to like Haystack Rock and there's some cool caves and stuff. Haven't done that quite yet, but we'll see what we end up doing.
Yeah.
And we figured the salt water would not be best for the carbon fiber frames and the nice drivetrains. So
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And we just really haven't had like an opportunity to ride them yet.
Yeah.
I think maybe we could go on a little ride through town today.
Yeah, maybe.
There's a whole side of town that we just haven't explored yet.
This is a long walk. It's a long way down there, but the bikes would open that area up for us.
It would. Yeah,
For
it's a long walk. I also wanted to go to Pig and Pancake this year, but I don't think that's going to happen.
No, I doubt it.
Which is unfortunate, but
Yeah.
it's okay. But no, it's awesome. Waking up and just being able to go to the beach has been so nice.
For sure.
Shout out Insomnia Coffee.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Lifesaver. Anyway, speaking of shops, there's a weird rule. We talked about this kind of, where they don't let chains into Cannon Beach.
Yeah,
And we really kind of found that
nice.
for sure.
It's cool because, like, it feels like,
Adds to the small town vibe.
and you're not getting the same thing that you get at home, so it feels different.
For sure. So Insomnia is one of them. Bruce's is the candy shop. Amazing candy shop. Like
Bruce's is the
established like
best.
1940 something.
60s, I think.
Well, we'll find out.
Well, yeah, I have no idea. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong. But Bruce's is amazing. Bruce's has always been great. And
Yeah. Jelly Beans is the first stop. As soon as we got here, we couldn't check in for
Yeah.
another like hour or so, so we just went straight to Bruce's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think once we get home, we'll still have candy then. We can take it with us
Yeah.
surfing.
Right.
Speaking of that, I just got my boater's license finally,
About time, bud.
officially. Well, kind of. I have the certificate of completion, so I can kind of, sort of.
You can use that.
I can
until your
use
car
it for
comes.
60 days, but they're supposed to send me my thing
Yeah.
sometime.
I lost my card. I have to order a new one. Huh. Left it in the glove box of the boat and then never saw it again. Or I didn't leave it in the glove box of the boat, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Who knows? But yeah, I'm excited to use it and have fun with it because
Yeah.
technically I couldn't legally drive the boat before.
Yeah. But it's hard to even with like on Lake Washington, if you just have like we've been pulled over before for misuse of the skier down flag. We just like left it up on the wakeboard tower.
Yeah.
And the cops will come over and be like, hey, it's confusing, take it down and only put it up when there's someone actually in the water. And we're like, okay. And they don't actually board your boat and like ask you for like your license and like do a full search, because they'll search you for and make sure you have all the required safety measures like flares,
Yeah.
right, that aren't expired, which I find kind of hilarious because we're in the middle of like a lake, and I think like you're within sight of land and within swimming distance of land pretty much wherever you are.
Yeah. Depending if you're a good swimmer.
Yeah, but if you put a life jacket on, you're fine.
Yeah, you'll get there.
Yeah, and then they'll search you for the right amount of throwables and like on the boat.
You just gotta say yes and
Yeah,
hope they don't search your boat.
Yeah, pretty much.
Which they don't.
Not always. If you're
Have they ever
drunk,
come on and searched your boat?
they've searched my boat not while I was on it, when my uncle was driving it.
Oh, really?
I think so. Or it might have been the old boat, but yeah.
Huh.
If you're speeding in the no wake zone, they'll do it, and if you're drunk, they'll do it.
Yeah.
Yep. Anyways,
But, yeah.
should be a good activity for the rest of the summer.
Yeah. I mean, speaking of driving, I drove like hour of the way down, hour and a half
the
of the
first
way down,
leg.
which was good. Down to Cannon Beach is what we're talking about. I drove the
Yeah.
car. I'd never driven that truck before,
Yeah.
so it was good.
Good little practice session on that thing
Yeah.
without any view out of the rear view mirror.
Yeah.
Only
no,
the side view. I
It's
love
just-
it. I love that.
So annoying. I didn't realize like how much.
You used it, yeah.
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 But I don't know. It's funny because like my dad is great, but he just kind of likes to backseat drive a lot,
Yeah.
more than my mom does. But
Yeah.
it's okay. He's funny.
My dad will fall asleep when I'm driving, which is technically illegal, but you know.
Yeah. Like my mom might do that too, but my dad would never. He'd be like, "I'm tired. Not now. I'm gonna drive." I'm like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah. It's like, I don't want to pay attention. Like, wait a second.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Slow down. Slow down.
Yikes.
But it was fun. I've never driven on the. No, that's not true. I drove about as long as Suncadia, which was an hour and a half maybe. But
The
I don't know.
longest drive for me, I think I've said this, but it was like
2 hours.
6 hours.
You didn't drive that whole way, did you?
All the way from Spokane, both ways.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I can't drive in Canada. We did a road trip to Canada, and I drove all the way from Seattle to Spokane, and then we switched off there, spent the night there on the way there. And then I actually drove another hour and a half the next day to a ski place in the snow, that was my first time in the snow, with a bunch of stuff in the back because we're road tripping, so I don't have my rear view anyways. Yep. And then the way back, we were outrunning a storm, and the Snoqualmie Pass might have been closed, so we did all 11 hours in one day. So my dad drove the 5 in Canada, and I drove the remaining 6 and a half. Yeah, so we got back at like 11. Yep.
That's hysterical. I think I have 30 more hours I need to clock.
Nice, dude.
I think I'm at like 20, 22.
It's getting there. Yeah, I got a lot of hours that week.
I have
got,
no
like,
idea.
15
Last
hours.
time I checked, I was at 15 and a half, but that was like a month and a half ago.
Sick. I'm at like 65. Probably, we don't clock it anymore as much because I don't need to, but
Yeah.
if you have the right insurance, you should be able to take a deductible off if you record your hours. So with mine, my insurance has a special app, special air quotes, where it gives you, it times your drive with GPS, and also gives you credit for night drives and storm drives because it knows the weather somehow. So I got credit for my first snow drive at night for that one day.
Cool.
Yeah.
I wish we had a system that did that. I would just record it manually.
Yep. It requires like a Face ID login, which I find funny. It like requires a password to start it. Just like, why? Whatever.
I don't know, to make sure someone else isn't doing it for you.
I guess. No, well, my parents did it.
I know, but that's
It's
just, I
weird.
think that's the
Yeah.
thought.
I guess.
But I guess it's far from a foolproof system.
Yeah, for sure. Any way you do it, right? Because you could like potentially fake your hours as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's funny, on the test, it's literally check a box, yes or no, if you
Yeah.
have the 50 hours or not. It's like, it's so
You don't
fun.
even really need to log them if you're. I mean, you should, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's just really funny because I think as I finish up my hours, it's gonna be really nice to not have to think about how much time I did.
For sure.
But you know,
Yeah. You gonna drive on the way back a little bit?
I think so. I think I'm gonna try and drive for a little longer, maybe 2 hours this time.
Sweet.
But We'll see.
I like it because it gives me something to do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a lot to do in the car.
That's true.
I'm finishing up season 3 of Ozark, which
Nice.
I'm doing in the car. So that gives me something to do. And I was going to read my book, but I'm not. And then, well, I was going to bring my other book, and then I brought
A different book.
different book, but I don't really have time to finish it, and I don't really feel like reading it.
You
So
could have finished it. I finished it in a few days.
I mean, I could have, but like,
It's a long.
I'm not like in the cherub mindset right now.
That's very true.
I'm also like, if I read a whole book with like a sophisticated plot, I'm totally gonna lose. So the book I'm reading right now, Thrawn Alliances, has 3 different timelines going on at once.
Wow.
So I'm having to keep track of 3 different stories.
And then adding a fourth.
I can't do
It
that.
actually is kind of like 4.5 because there's like a half of one in the other book. But anyways,
It's just too much, man.
lots of stuff.
But anyway, but I have stuff to do in the car. I also have music, which is great, and I can't play explicit music in the car with my dad, especially any rap. He can't. He hates it. So it is.
It's a nice way to discover new things.
Well, I mean, I have other music, but like that's not what I want to listen to. Then you know what I mean?
I guess.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't mind it sometimes, but even like anything rap, he just can't do. So
Yeah. My dad has become more open to it, which has been nice.
yeah,
Yeah,
my
he-
mom has. My mom
yeah.
doesn't care at all
Yeah.
anymore.
We're like on the boat, and my dad's like, "Wait, what's that song?" And it was like Ransom, and I played it when my brother was wake surfing.
Ransom's great, but
Yeah.
like it's also great for like that setting, like a boat setting.
That's very true.
It's like yeah, and a car. I feel like
He's like, add that to my surf queue. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, that's hysterical. Like yeah, and like my mom will start singing along with rap now, which is so good, which I'm so thankful for because at least I can play rap in one car. And then in 6 months, no, that's not true. Like 8 months. Gosh, that frustrates me so much. Oh, I cracked my screen in a new place. It's July.
Yeah.
It's the 7th month, right? So I have
Mhm.
9 months until I can drive on my
yourself.
own.
I got less than one now. Oh, dude.
I'm so annoyed. It's gonna be like the end of sophomore year.
Yeah.
But it doesn't even
Not
matter because
end.
the beginning of sophomore year.
I'm driving. Yeah.
Will you though? Because
That's true. We don't have
we don't
anything.
have anything.
It's gonna be second
It's gonna
wave.
be canceled.
Yeah.
So it's like by the time we're back in school, it'll
Yeah.
be a couple more months, and then I'll be driving too.
Yeah.
So
Perfect. Yeah.
this year's gonna be so weird, dude.
It's gonna be even weirder than this year, I think.
I can't even imagine because
Or last year.
well, because last year we get to meet all our teachers, right?
Yeah.
We get to make a connection with them,
Yep.
and then and then COVID hits, and then we go.
Yeah.
We're not going to know our teachers at all. We're not going to know our
Barely.
grading styles. We're
No.
not going to know their personality. We're not going to know how to.
Yeah, it's gonna be way different.
It's going to be harder, man.
Yeah, for sure. And they're gonna have. It's hopefully gonna be more organized because they'll figure out. Oh wait, we're actually gonna be online this year. And because the teachers were on like complete leave when the first like 6 weeks
Mhm. Yeah.
of quarantine. So then the school district's like, yeah, actually we're gonna do online school, and the teachers had to like scramble and figure out like a curriculum, like figure out what curriculum they like
Exactly.
to do,
Exactly.
and like what their grading system was gonna be like, and all that stuff.
It's just going to be so odd. And I just think it's going to be also. The other thing that really kind of bothers me about this whole thing is like, how are we supposed to like do tests or like.
Yeah.
Because even the end of the year, the teachers kind of gave up. They gave us some
Yeah.
assignments, but like, how are they? There's a lot of problems that I still don't see them solving
Yeah.
in this short amount of time.
Exactly.
But marching band's canceled,
Cancel for sure.
probably.
I haven't heard anything. We
It's in a
haven't heard
month.
anything.
It's in a month from now, and
Yeah.
COVID is going up.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Well, maybe if because we might be able to social distance on the marching field, but not really. Like all of our drill would have to be completely 6 feet apart at all times. That's so hard to do.
Wearing our masks
Wearing
in
our
the
masks.
beating hot sun.
Ugh. I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to do something, but we'll see if that actually carries through.
Honestly, kind of. I mean, me and Connor have talked about this before, but I'm like honestly thinking about quitting
Yeah,
soon.
we'll see. It's
just
it's
not
a
for
lot.
me, man. It's fun. It's fun like when I'm with you and Tyler, and like I more enjoy the outings
Yeah,
afterwards.
for sure. Me too. Yeah.
Like going to Dick's Burgers and like
And then but the class itself, like concert band,
so bad.
it's very slow, and it takes up a class period that I might want to put to somewhere else. Like I don't know, like a marketing class, because that's like where our world is going. Lots to think about. Anyways, let's talk about the rest of Cannon Beach, because we're here.
Sure. Okay.
All right, so our week so far has been pretty sick. We went to Outpost yesterday, so that was like, it's like basically capture the flag.
Yeah. And then the night before that, we played Commandos in the streets of Cannon Beach, which is basically...
It's like capture the flag with no flags. You're just trying to get, like, half the people are trying to get from point A to point B, the other half are trying to prevent those people from getting there. Yeah. It's kind of cool because it's like midnight. It's like midnight in Cannon Beach and there's nobody out. And then like you go out this morning and the streets are completely packed with people. And then just to think, like a few nights ago, we're like running through here, like running down the middle of the road and nobody's there.
And it'll be the same tonight.
Yeah.
After 8, 9, streets are deserted.
Yep, it's crazy. Everything's closed.
It's crazy nice.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's so quiet.
And honestly, it's too bad. We've had a great time. It's been awesome. I think this week has been a really good week, but the weather just hasn't been perfect. Yeah. Like it's been kind of not cold, but it hasn't been hot.
Yeah, and back home, it's like the best week it's been so far this summer. Just so annoying, but whatever.
It's also annoying because it's like
it was literally like rainy and cloudy like the
day we left
2 weeks before.
Yeah.
And then the day we left, it was raining and cloudy. And then the day after, it was like 80 degrees and balmy. It was like...
It was raining when we left.
Yeah.
We got in the car and it was rainy and cloudy.
Yep.
And cold.
In Seattle.
In Seattle.
And then we came here and it was sunny. And like, oh, dude, this is great. And then switched on us.
Yeah. I mean, it's still been sunny. Today's actually the exception. Today's the only cloudy day.
It's like foggy.
It's foggy, but I mean, it's only what time? 11:20.
Yeah.
It'll clear up.
Burn off eventually.
But yeah.
Yep. And then we also, what did we do the first day?
First day we got here. Yikes. Well, the first day we got here, we hung out. We went to session.
Yeah.
And then we went to the skate park and hung out with some friends there.
Yep.
And talked. And then the second day, we skipped morning session and had the day to ourselves. Kind of just chilled out.
Pretty much.
Went on the beach. Walked down to the caves.
Yeah, took some photos for the Insta.
Took some great photos.
Yeah.
And then that night we went to session, and then that was Monday, right?
Oh, yeah. Dude, it's so hard to keep track of the days.
And then Monday night, what did we do? I think we also just hung out, and then Tuesday night was Commandos.
Oh, we did spike ball that night.
Oh no, Monday night was Commandos. Really? Tuesday night we were just chilling.
Oh. No.
Yeah, Tuesday night we just took photos.
I thought Tuesday, because it was yesterday was.
Yeah, you're right. Never mind. I'm wrong.
Switch days.
I switched days. Anyways, it was fun.
Yeah.
I don't think they need to know our schedule detailed, but like.
Yeah.
It was.
We were supposed to. We were not going to get the hike this year. If anybody knows that.
So frustrating. But we got to go to Outpost, which is the biggest thing.
Yeah, pretty much. Yep. Trucks in the background.
Sorry about that, guys. But I think we've been playing some like volleyball and stuff. We played this cone game in the
Capture
gym.
the flag cone.
We've been playing so much checkers.
Yeah.
Back and forth. A lot of checkers this week.
I think you're up by a few games on me.
Yeah, just barely though. Well, what's our plan for the rest of the week, Connor? I think we're planning on Commandos tonight.
I think so. We're all everyone here is super sore from last night.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need to stretch so bad today.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do that right after this. Maybe take a nap. No, we'll go do something.
We'll probably go to Rec Center, hang out for a bit.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Then tomorrow is last full day, and then Saturday the 18th.
Yeah.
We're gonna head out early and then be back by like midday, like 3 probably.
Earlier.
Yeah. Sick.
Because we have to go to a wedding that night.
Yeah. Well, we're leaving at like 8ish. You said. Yeah. And it takes like 5 hours. So like.
And then Saturday, I think Sunday is going to be a rest day for me at least.
Yeah.
Just chill out.
Yeah.
And then
recover.
Monday
It's supposed to be like 80s all week, pretty much.
We gotta we gotta do something fun on Monday.
Yeah, for
Go
sure.
surfing.
Do something.
Your dad is gonna be like. Your dad's gonna be like, you just spent a
like,
week and you're back
yeah,
after 2 days.
I think, yeah, well, I saw you the 2 days before.
Yeah.
So
which we were planning on,
Yeah,
actually.
it's already been 8 days or something like that.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be 10 by the day we leave.
Yeah.
Gosh.
And then it'll be a day break on Sunday.
Yep, that's what we'll get.
A day to myself.
Day to yourself. Oh, man.
Unless
Unless you come down and surf Sunday.
unless Dumb and Dumber decide to show up, and then I'll come down.
Right.
But if they do, then I might want to come and hang out with you guys.
Sweet,
'Cause
sweet. We'll do like a fire, maybe a movie, outdoor movie, or inside movie, depending on
we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I gotta make so. Every time I do an outdoor movie on a projector screen, it's a whole ordeal because I gotta move these huge like 80 speakers all the way down from my room,
Yeah.
which is 3 stories above. And it's just so annoying because you gotta undo speaker because it's not like an aux cord to each one of them. It's like
Speaker
a full-on
cord.
speaker wire, and I'm like constantly stripping off the speaker wire and getting it because it frays so badly.
You just gotta twist it back.
I know, but it's like if there's just one wire, because there's like 10 of them that are all twisted together. If there's just one that's not perfectly straight, it crumples the whole thing. I found out.
Weird.
Yeah. And then I have to undo. I either bring down my like nice amp, which is like I think it's like 150 watt amp. That's like irreplaceable. Like you can't get a new one of those ones because it's so old.
Yeah.
But the other one is set to the in-ceiling speakers. I'll take that one, but that also means I gotta reset the in-ceiling speakers and bring that other amp back up. So I think I'm gonna try to figure out how to do stereo mode
Exactly.
on these Bluetooth
That's what
speakers
you're
that I
gonna
have.
need to do.
But they're not on the same account, Amazon account.
Yeah.
So I gotta wipe one of them, I think,
Ah.
and set it to the other Amazon account.
Yeah. I think that would be smart. Then you
Best
don't have to
bet.
bring it.
Yeah,
down so
make it
much.
less of a
Hassle.
hassle to do. Yeah,
But
don't have to plug in an aux to the
movie
laptop.
nights are definitely worth it.
For sure.
They're so fun.
Pretty fun.
Especially we gotta pick like a really good movie next time, like an
Yeah.
engaging movie.
Yeah.
Because the last 2 times have been like,
Yeah,
okay.
they've been
Princess Bride didn't quite go as well as like
we thought it would, but
Yeah.
whatever.
it was still fun.
It was still cool.
It just sucks like we never have time to finish the movie because some people need to be home early.
Yeah, and you can't start it till like 9-ish.
Yeah,
9:30.
it's gonna be easier and easier now because it's getting darker and
Darker,
darker.
earlier. Yeah. Good and bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's pros and cons, but for movie night, it's a pro.
Yeah. It's
But-
gonna be warmer later too.
Yeah, I don't want to leave.
Right.
But even though I do, like I want to get home because
Yeah.
it's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
Like I also really don't want to leave.
Yeah, Cannon Beach.
Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta go back and fix my phone.
It's so nice here, dog. So like peaceful. Spiritually, it's been great too. But
Yeah.
we'll see.
We shall. Anyways.
But yeah, I haven't been working out at all in the last week and a half, so that's been interesting.
Yes. I have lost motivation to do that. I'm gonna need to like step up my game as soon as we get back.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Well, we kind of did. We got cardio in yesterday for sure. Christopher was the scout in our game.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a flag pulling, so you wear a belt.
It's like flag football mixed with
Yeah.
with capture the flag.
So-
So it's an abandoned military fort called Fort Stevens, and there's 2 bowling pins.
Yeah.
And each team hides their own on one side of the fort, and you pull flags to get
Yeah.
points. And
So there's no like center line where if you're on one side of the line, you can get your flag pulled, or the other, you can get your flag pulled wherever. And the normal person is worth 10 points. A leader's worth 20. The generals are worth 30.
Yep.
and then the scouts are worth only 5. So Christopher was a scout,
And I never got my flagpole.
never got his flagpole, and I was a general, so I was always hunted down and like targeted.
That's the only time I always get my flagpole a ton.
Yeah.
Never. Not
It's
once.
because no one wants to go for the scouts because they're not worth as many points.
But I got in so many 1v1s
That's true.
with Nate.
Nate is very good at his.
I pulled him 3 times.
Nice, dude.
And then the other times we ended up
Yeah.
splitting up because
So-
we couldn't get each other's flags.
So Nate and I had a couple of, or like we're probably even, but because he was only worth 10 points and I was worth 30 points,
He was
his
going
point
a lot
differential
harder.
was way better than mine. I needed like a bodyguard or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Scout would have been a good bodyguard, but also Scout needs to do his job.
Yeah. So if you, the scout's job is to go find the other bowling pin, like the other team's flag.
Yeah.
And then deliver it to the general, and the general will turn it in. And if the scout turns in the flag, it's worth 50 points.
Yeah, but if a general or Scout or anyone
Else besides the general turns it in, it's worth 50 points. And if a general brings it in, it's worth 150. So a couple times, almost every game, we let the other team pretty much take our flag or our bowling pin and give it in, because no matter how many points that was worth, even if the general on
We
their
still
team,
would've won.
we still would have won based on how many flags our team has pulled. So we would just end the game early and take the W.
which we did multiple
We
times.
did multiple times.
We won every game except one, which we tied.
Yep, killed it.
Blue team wins. All right, guys. I think that's about all the time we have today. We're sorry that it's shorter, and we're sorry that we're kind of lacking since we're here at Cannon Beach, but we hope you enjoyed this episode regardless.
I think next week's our break week.
Next week's our break week, and then the following week we'll be back with a big podcast with hopefully a really exciting guest.
Sweet.
So we will see you then in 2 weeks. So thank you
sure.
so much for listening, you guys, and have a